everyone, Dan Times 15 here, back again with another WWE predictions video, and I will be watching WWE-Bash in Berlin live at 4 PM tonight and Saturday, and it's going to mean I'm going to have to upload these predictions as quickly as I can. So, without further ado, let's get down to it. You guys know the drill. WWE predictions on my channel is as followed. Who I think is going to win is who WWE is booked to win, or in my opinion anyway, and who I want to win. It's my own personal opinions. I'm going to try and do this in one go. Let's get on with the first match. And the first match is the Unholy Union defending their women's tag team titles against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are the former tag team champions, and now without the triple threat rule there, I do think that with Belair, Davenport, also possibly maybe being the third member here of the Unholy Union, which kind of makes sense with the way her gimmick is at the moment. I think it would make perfectly good sense, and I think there will be some shenanigans going on here. So with that being said, do I think that Bianca and Jade Cargill were going to win? Yes. However, because it is technically in Europe, and, well, that's as close to Scotland as any place is, I'm going to say I want the Unholy Union to win to make their title reign a little bit longer, because usually when they give titles to hometown heroes, it don't really last long. This, especially if they're like straight up from NXT. So they are the tag team champions. They have had it since Clash at the Castle. Needs to go on for a little bit longer. So yeah, I want the Unholy Union to win here. It's going to be a great contest, I should imagine. But I think there'll be some shenanigans that's going to happen. But we'll find out tonight in Berlin, Germany. And speaking of Germany, shout out to the German Warriors, Thomas and Stewie. This is in their home country. Not quite where they are, but my God, I'm looking forward to visiting you guys soon. But we're going to go on to the next match. And the next match is, well, the second match in a row when it comes to pay-per-view wise. Now, usually when these rivalries have two matches in a row, the person that lost will win. So, it is a strap match, ladies and gentlemen, between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. For God's sakes, now you, Mr. Punk, you have a grudge against Drew McIntyre. He put it to bed. He finally beat you because of what you cost him. But you want a piece of him even more? This rivalry is getting way too out of hand. I think we all know it's going to come down to a rubber match on a pay-per-view. So, with that being said, it's going to be a hell of a brawl. It's going to be hard-hitting with the strap around the wrist of both men. And the first person to touch all four corners is the winner. But I think that match is going to go on for a bit. And it's going to be hell to win. It's going to be Claymores, a GTS, elbow drop, a Glasgow kiss, even a future shock DDT, perhaps even maybe. But he could bring out the Anaconda Vice with the strap. So it's going to be a brutal match. And for the reason what I just said, it's the second match on pay-per-view with these two guys. I'm going to have to say I think it's going to be CM Punk, but I want Drew McIntyre to kick his head off his shoulders and touch all four corners with the strap. And then, well, we'll go on to the next match. And here we are. The next match is a mixed tag team match. I haven't seen a mixed tag team match in a long time, but no doubt that Rhea Ripley is going to get her hands on Dominic Mysterio for what he did at SummerSlam and for taking out his frustrations on the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio. I can't wait to see Damian Priest get his hand on that smug prick known as Dominic Mysterio. As much as I love Liv Morgan, she's gone and picked the wrong man. Oh man, if I would have known that she would treat her boyfriends like this and given them all kinds of gifts, I would have married her. But in all seriousness, there's only one way that this is going. It's going to be Rhea and Damian beating the shit out of them both. However, I do think, again, there'll be some kind of shenanigans, and I feel like that Dominic and Liv will pull up the upset victory. Nobody's going to like it, but my God, to move the story on a little bit more, I think that is what's going to happen. So it's going to be a riptide on Liv, a riptide on Dom, a chokeslam south of heavens, and it's going to be a brutalization for both Dominic and Liv. However, it's going to be a live cheat and steal moment. So with that being said, I think that Dominic and Liv are going to win, but I want Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley to win. Can't wait to see it later on tonight. And the next match is for the World Heavyweight Championship. After the controversy that went down at both King and Queen of the Ring, and with Randy Orton's shoulders not being on the mat, I actually missed that pay-per-view, I want to admit. So, the first time I've actually missed a pay-per-view, and to be honest, no biggie, as it wasn't that exciting. We saw Nia Jax become the Queen of the Ring, and we saw Gunther become the King of the Ring. And because of that reason, even though there was controversy behind it, he earned himself a World Heavyweight Championship shot against Damian Priest at SummerSlam. And, well, it was a really great match. And Damian Priest requested that none of the Judgment Day was to come out and help him. And, well, that's because they didn't help him. Finn Balor came out and during that SummerSlam match, and we all thought he was going to help Damian Priest. But when Gunther was down and out of the South of Heavens, it was a 1, it was a 2, and then Finn Balor puts Gunther's leg on the rope, betraying Damian Priest, costing him the World Heavyweight Championship, and one sleeper, a powerbomb, and a sleeper later, where Damian Priest got nowhere to go, and all he had to do was try and hang on, but he couldn't, and he faded away, and we got a new World Heavyweight Champion in Gunther. And Randy Orton on the next night on Raw challenges Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship in front of his home crowd. Oh wait, no, it's not his home crowd because Gunther is Austrian. So, is that what WWE does? If they're close enough to their... Oh man. I mean, yeah, admittedly I saw a bit of the pre-show where he got a huge pop. And he fought Buddy Wilson tonight at Bash in Berlin. But Randy Orton, man, he's looking to get that 15th World Championship. And he doesn't care who he has to beat to get it. Bash in Berlin, the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defending his title against Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton. I've been a big fan of his work since day one. And since he was the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper, it doesn't matter what nickname he had, he was always my favourite wrestler since he came in to the company. And he still is my favourite wrestler in the company now. Because of the three most devastating letters in WWE, the RKO. Would it be hit out of nowhere? Most likely. but Gunther is just more dominant. So, who do I think is going to win? Gunther. Who do I want to win? Randy Orton. Bring home number 15, baby. But I'll just have to wait and see. Will Ludwig Kaiser come out and help Gunther out? Probably. But I believe, even though I missed it, I saw the results on WWE.com, and I did defeat Ludwig Kaiser, who accepted his open challenge. So I'm in Germany, which is a bit interesting because Ludwig Kaiser is from Germany and he lost in his hometown. So maybe we shall see later on tonight. The next match is the main event of Bash in Berlin. Now, in this match I didn't actually think was ever going to happen, but I feel like it's leaning towards a certain championship match, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, I think, going back to the Randy Orton versus Gunther match, I think Randy Orton, like I said, I think he will lose, and even though I do want him to win, I think because he loses Bash in Berlin, I think on the next episode of SmackDown, after Cody Rhodes is successful here by defeating Kevin Owens, I feel like he will then challenge Cody for the next shot for the WWE Undisputed WWE Championship. Because this is a championship that Kevin Owens didn't want. He said that I haven't earned it. And people need to earn a number one contendership spot. I do not want to be given it. So Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis, they basically tricked Kevin Owens to accepting the challenge from Cody Rhodes, and by mentioning Roman Reigns. And since he does not like Roman Reigns, despite the fact that Roman Reigns has returned, and despite the fact that he's now babyface, he still hasn't forgiven him for what he did. So he's like, no. If anyone's going to get that championship match, it's going to be me. So he did accept it, and here we are. But throughout the build-up to it, we've seen a little bit glimpse of the old Kevin Owens. He hasn't been using the stunner to win matches as of late, and he's been using the pop-pop powerbomb. And that is a devastating move if it's used on a certain part of the ring, and that being the apron. And he has betrayed a lot of people. And Grayson Waller and Austin Theory has showed that he has betrayed many people. Sami Zayn twice. Twice. Chris Jericho. Yeah, that's right. I said Chris Jericho. They actually showed his face. They showed the reaction. I'm surprised. This is interesting. Very interesting that they've not even mentioned Daniel Bryan, who's on the AEW. So, but then again, they are probably big household names and legends. So, makes sense. But going back to the betrayals, the fact that he even said he betrayed Kofi Kingston, and he said that all those people, they had it coming. They deserved it. Except from Kofi. He didn't deserve it. Sorry, Kofi. But he's been helping out Cody Rhodes and will win and take down the bloodline. Will he betray him? I don't know. Because if you think about it, this is a match for the WWE Championship. And, he can't necessarily betray someone, but he can turn heel. I feel like that he'll come this close to winning it. He will get reversed from the stunner, or he'll go for the pop-up power bomb, and Cody will get out of it, go from behind, hit the crossroads, and the celebration is on. Kevin Owens is he's holding his hand in the air. He looks at the championship one more time, and he looks at Cody, and he congratulates him with a hug, comes out of the pit, raises his hand one more time, then gives him a stunner, and then he picks him up, then he beats the shit out of him. He will beat the shit out of Cody at the end of that. Then throwing him on the outside, hitting him pop powerbomb. Then just walk away. You know, walk away. That's what I think will happen. But who do I think is going to win? Cody Rhodes. Now this is a tough choice to say when I say who do I want. But I'm actually rooting for Kevin here. So I'm going to say I want Kevin Owens. Because I can't decide between them both. So there you go. But that's going to happen later on tonight at 4 p.m. And it's going to be good. The 4 p.m. UK time, at least. Technically speaking, they had on 1 hour tonight. That's 5 p.m. in Germany. So yeah. All I can say is, until next time, for the Bash in Berlin review, goodbye, and Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to subscribe. If you want to watch the previous video, then click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the playlist that's on the right.